Hello everybody, Potty Boy, as usual. Well, wouldn't be anybody else. Couple of questions I've got, particularly for SteveBenway. Obviously, I'm not using an excuse to get a mention on his Friday talkie. And actually, to be fair, some people might think probably might think it's a ridiculous question, but some people, maybe Benway, might think actually this is a very sensible question to ask. My question is, do you sometimes find that doing a video of you playing a game, do you sometimes actually find it useful as well as like informative and entertaining to others? That's basically the question I want to ask, because basically it's one question I had burning in my head, but it was after watching his Commodore 64 review of a video. Well, it's not a review, is it? it's a gameplay video of Hunter's Moon on the Commodore 64. He had to, in the end, he had to do 2 videos, because the first time he did it, he loaded it up, he played the game and thought it was a load of rubbish, but he failed to realise that actually the game didn't load properly. So as a result, it was just floating around all over empty space all the time. So he tried the video again, and he got the game to load. And and that kind of and that's a question that I've actually had in my mind for a while. It's just after watching that video that it prompted me to actually right, I've got to do this. I've got to ask this question, because I had this question burning in my head ever since I did that video of me trying to load up those Spectrum +3 disc games that I bought off eBay about a month ago, and none of them loaded. Because basically you don't know what happened. I bought 2 compilations off eBay from this one seller. They're all on +3 disc, and basically the compilation I bought the TNT collection, which had Dragon Spirit, Zybots, APB, Tubing and Hard Driving. And then the Gold, Silver, Bronze collection, which had Summer Games 1 and 2 and Winter Games. Basically, I wanted to do a video of showing you what I got off eBay, and because I thought it'd be of real interest to the retro gaming community. See what I've got, and so what I did. So I dug up the old Spectrum +3, started recording the video, tried all the games in both compilations, and none of them loaded. And in the end, I proved that it was not my the disk drive going, because there's a common fault with the +3 whereby the drive belt gets knackered or whatever, and it stops the games from working. I proved that it was not the drive belt, because I loaded up one of my other games, the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, or Ninja Turtles. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hero Turtles is the proper name of the game, but to be fair, I hate calling it Hero Turtles. I do hate it. I like to call it Ninja Turtles, because that's what it is actually called. But anyway, so I proved that my disk drive wasn't right by loading up that game, and it loaded fine. And in fact, quite a few of the other games I did it to try after recording, and they all worked. Basically, it was just proof that the games I bought, they didn't load. And I thought, well, hang on. I mean, initially I was just doing this video just to say that I've got this, and let's have some fun with it. It's just meant to be a little entertaining video that's it's kind of informative to the retro gaming community. But in the end, because the games didn't load, I saw it as proof of the games not loading. Because when I actually bought the games off eBay, the seller had really good feedback. It was like 10,000 feedback, 99.9%. So I thought this seller is a trusted seller. and they actually said in the description that the game was fully tested. The games were fully tested and working, but it was when I got them. I think it might be something that happened in the post, because I've had this in the past with this game's not working. But I tend to find that often I buy them in bundles, and it's always just like the one game not working. In this case, it was all the games not working, so that was a bit of a bummer. But in the end, I saw it. I thought, right, you can't have a go at me for this because I've got proof. I'd done a YouTube video of them not working. So I thought, fantastic. Yeah, so basically the questions I want to ask is, do you sometimes find them really useful? I mean, obviously Benway gets a lot of his games donated by people, and I think this is probably the first or rare occasions whereby a game didn't actually load up properly, and in a way it's proof that in a way he could have used it as proof. Them saying that it didn't load. So that's the question I want to ask. Do you sometimes find them actually to be really quite useful, as well as entertaining and as well as entertaining for others? That's really what I wanted to ask. Anyway. Well, what more can I say? Well, all I can say now really is basically start to thank all those who've commented and favoured on my tiers videos and whatnot. Really means a lot to me. I do apologise if I'm not uploading videos as often as I would. I've had things on my mind these past couple of months. I've been working a lot. I've been doing a lot of hours at work as well, and I've just been coming home. I've just been really tired. But I have recorded a few more bits of video game footage, especially for the Tears series. There's one coming up very soon. I probably might upload it tonight or tomorrow. But I've got a few more Tears videos coming up. I'm going to start doing some more games, like game videos for other systems. I've mostly got my eye on the playing some of the old Mega CD games at the moment. I've also got another series which is going to come, which I'm going to put up on YouTube a couple, maybe in like next week or the week after. Actually, no, probably not the week after, but I'll explain later. Well, maybe, I don't know. But basically, I thought what I was thinking of doing actually was doing something called the Adventure Hour, which is basically I play an adventure game, and for an hour, and basically it's going to be a weekly thing. In a way, I might end up just sort of like playing one adventure game a month, doing it in like 4 parts, something like that. Because I've got a lot of adventure games like action adventure games, stuff that I want to play, but I've never actually been bothered to sit down and play them. So I thought, why don't I make a series of it whereby I'm not talking over it or anything like that. I'm just going to sit down, play this game for an hour, and I'm going to basically play it through from start to finish. A bit different from some of the other game reviews, from the game reviews that I'll be doing, because a lot of them obviously I'm just going to be playing until it's game over. With these action adventure games, I'm going to play it all the way through from start to finish. Basically, play for basically each show is going to be on for an hour. It'll be every week. I just thought it'd just give me an extra incentive to play all these adventure games. In terms of what type of adventures are going to be, they could be point-and-click adventures. They could be text adventures, or even action adventure games. basically one where there's it's like a long story or something like that. It's something. It could be something like an RPG, or it could be something like an RPG as well. But basically, I just thought it'd be a good idea. And anyway, not much more to say now, apart from the fact that I've got a hospital appointment I've got to go to the hospital in a couple of weeks' time for an operation. I've got varicose veins down my left leg. So basically, yeah. So basically, we've had the initial checkup about a month ago. Basically, I've got to go in for we've had the letter through in as well, saying what's happening, what's going on. Basically, next Thursday, I've got to go for another appointment at 10 o'clock just to have another check and a scan and whatnot and things. See whether it's gotten worse. What's happened since my last check, and then the following week I've got the operation. It's a bugger though, because it's we were expecting to have one sort of like early morning or something like that, because we were told that if it was like from late morning onwards I'd have to stay in overnight. It's at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, isn't it? So so I mean it's only a quick operation, 45 minutes. I will be put to sleep for it. But basically it means I've got to stay overnight. So if you find out I'm not commenting on your videos or commenting on the videos or anything like that, don't be alarmed. It's because I'm not there to do it. But basically I've got to rest it over. I've got to stay at the hospital overnight. And basically I've got to rest it for a couple of days before I go back to work. But yeah, and of course another bugger is that I'm not supposed to be anything from 12 o'clock onwards on that Thursday, on the day of the operation. So it means I've got to have a very early and very big lunch. I've got to have sod the sandwich. I'll probably have a pizza or something. About 11 o'clock, 11:30. Which is always that's a bit of a bummer. I'll probably I may have something to eat there. They'll probably give me something after the operation or something. Once I'm more fully rested in the bed. But anyway, I just thought I'd say about that. So to be fair, my experience with hospitals is in terms of operations, it's minimal. The last operation I had, I was 4 years old, and it was for a hernia operation. And I only just remember it. It was a very, I was only 4 years old at the time, and it was a very long time ago. This was probably about 1990 or 91. So over 20 years ago. But it was. I certainly don't remember it that well. But apart from that, I've never really actually had an operation. There was one time I had to go to hospital to get my head screwed back together because some idiot at school pulled I tried to sit on a chair and some idiot pulled the chair behind me, but not far enough, so my head literally went bang straight on the seat. And it was one of those wooden chairs as well. My head just sort of like did crack open, but that wasn't really actually an operation. It was just me going to hospital to have my head glued back together. And apart from the odd visit as well, my experience with hospitals is practically minimal. So I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm cool. Simple little operation. My mum's to be fair, my mum's had it and whatnot. So she had it quite a few years ago. It's strange. Even the young and incredibly fit people will sometimes get it. Will often get it as well. Anyway. So enough of that. That's all I've got to say for now. Thank you very much for watching.